The climate control can be accessed under the radio, so we have to remove this lower panel and the radio. Remove the ashtray and unplug the cigarette lighter. I have an antenna extension, so I have to remove that also. Remove the 4 screws that holds the cigarette lighter panel. Remove the radio. The method depends on what radio you have, but that is all similar, and that is to pull the radio. I've removed the radio garnish and face to make it easier. The radio is stuck, so I decided to flatten the tabs of the casing and pull it out. This is not the proper way, but I have no choice but to do it. Here you can see an ugly harness. I will fix it in the future. Under the dash, you will need to unplug the main harness for the climate control. Here is the second plug. Before that, pull the harness by squeezing the pin behind the bracket. Then the second plug. This can be hard to remove. Use a flathead screwdriver to pull it out faster. After those 2 plugs, you will have to remove the 3 screws under the climate control panel. The 2 screws are hard to access. You will need a long screwdriver, but I don't have one. Instead, I decided to use this. Now pull the climate control. Here's how the housing looks like, as well as the harness. Turn the climate control upside down and remove the 4 screws. The 5th screw is the smallest. Don't forget to remove it. Pull the bracket and keep it aside. Remove the plastic lock by twisting it. And take the thermostat arm away. For the fan selector, there are 2 locks. Push it inward to remove the selector. Now there are 4 clips. Gently pull it. Take note of this selector as it can stop you from pulling the face out. Here's how the face looks like. You can clean it before reinstalling it. These are the LEDs I've used way back 2016. I bought this online for a cheap price, but these are not durable in the long run, so I'm taking it out and replacing it with the original ones. These are the T5 bulbs, which is the same for the gauge cluster. So I'm gonna reinstall everything back and test it. The longer screws are used at the last row. The shorter ones are used at the front. Don't tighten it too much or you'll break the plastic threads off. Don't forget the smallest screw. Time to test it. It works like it should. Reinstall everything back to its place. Here's how the plastic bracket of the climate control looks like. These are fragile, so be gentle with it. Here's the middle part. This screw goes to the middle part, and this one is located on the angled part. Plug every connection back to where it should. I've reinstalled all the screws of the climate control. After installing everything, test it and call it a day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you very much and God bless.